Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last one, we started our main quest, which was apparently to help everyone's dilemma across the planet as monsters appear everywhere. We got a little bit sidetracked when we investigated one of the Arret stones out in the wild and got sucked into doing some trial that honestly I didn't really want to do. But when we got back on track, we completed or we at least helped with the dilemma in Northreach, and now we have teleported ourselves to Dalamil, and we'll help here. Oh yeah, that is Lubor. I kind of forgot what he looked like. Not gonna lie.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? Ah, you haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
I mean, what are we?
Just follow the shouting.
What are we supposed to tell them, anyways? Like, we don't know anything about the issue. Wait, where exactly am I going? I can't tell if I'm supposed to go in this door or if I'm supposed to go around. Okay, I'm supposed to go to the door. Are they gonna fight each other or what's going
You
on?
wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Oh, meeting's over, I guess.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Wait, who's Victor? Do I remember who Victor is?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Is Victor the guy who right after the time skip
People take notice
when
of
we
wealthy
were
men.
in
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Dalmekia, wasn't there like a guy kind of giving us advice and stuff? I feel like that was Victor. But other than that, we haven't really had much to do with Victor, right?
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
I mean, go wipe out the bandits if you lazy people would tell me where they were.
If it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Why would the city people
Victor,
possibly
pay
be
Conrad
better
a
than
visit. See
mercenaries?
if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Unless they're gonna have me do it, there's no way this plan works.
Faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alright, thanks, Jill. She's my personal translator. Okay, where am I going now? Oh, I gotta go to both these places. They really, like, these quests would have been better if they just sent me to go kill monsters in each area. Instead of, like, all this other nonsense.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Yeah, I mean, that guy must be really dumb. Like, why would the commander of the mercenary guild come here if she didn't have any soldiers to take a mission anyway?
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Great acting, Sid.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
I think she's on to us.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
It appears I have no
Conrad
choice
seemed
but
quite
to
taken with you.
I can to defend what little we have.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm
Can someone hurry up and clean up this dead guy, by the way? Why is he just in the middle of the street and no one's doing anything about it?
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
I take it the bandits are coming
Technically,
here.
It would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All
Well,
of them.
how do you know it's all of them?
Serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I guess that could make sense. If they wanted to live here, then all of them would come.
I have a favor to ask.
Makes it a lot easier for us,
Told
though.
the bandits march in
We could
two
just kill them
groups,
all.
one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
I mean, I'm not worried about our side. Although, I mean, I guess Does Lubor know anything about Clive or Jill? Other than they, like, took over Sid's position? Like, is he aware that they're both dominants? Because otherwise, I would not have a lot of faith in the two of them holding off an entire army of bandits, but...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
I don't know which one it was. I'm just kind of indiscriminately killing, so hopefully Jill gets her target. Bring it. Hold on. We're almost there. I need to figure out another way to drop... Oh, I can... Does that work? It does work. Okay, so I can drop it just by switching icons. And then I could just hold the charge. I assume there's going to be more waves, so...
They mean to overwhelm us.
What is happening? Oh, there we go. I probably don't need that right now. Gosh, the game is running so poorly.
Nice try.
Luckily, my dodge puts fire on my sword, so then it can break that shield. Alright, now it's time. Wait, is there a boss? Doesn't appear to be a boss. Oh, there is a boss. Oh, wait, no. Just... It doesn't shoot it automatically. You have to transform and then shoot it. I'm just gonna die to this guy. I have always hated this enemy. At least we won.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Well, considering the bandits that they sent to us, they sent about 12. Or maybe 15. I can't remember how many were in each wave. You think Lubor lied to us and they only came from one side?
Would have been lost had you not held the line.
Oh, never mind.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
At least they cleaned up the dead guy in the middle of the street.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Wait, what level are we? Level 36, huh? Alright, well, we gotta get to Martha's now. Am I allowed to do this quest? I can do this quest. Is it in here? Yeah, probably.
Lubor did well to bring
One minute they're
Conrad
at each
and
other's
Natalie
throats.
together.
The next
It's like herding curls with him. I don't know how Lubor did it, but he did.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Hold on just a second till after this cutscene.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence. and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Okay, where do I have to go? All the way up there. The new Elden Ring co-op. I mean, I don't really know how it's supposed to work. So, I mean, yeah, I'm interested in it, but it also depends on how it actually works. Oh, that's not the button I wanted.
Ready, go?
'Cause I'm kind of unsure, like, how the new game is even supposed to work at all. Is it... Because I heard there's, like, a roguelike mode. I don't know if that's the whole game, or if there's a game and then there's a roguelike mode. And then is the whole game co-op, or is it just the roguelike mode that's co-op? I don't really know. I haven't looked into it very much. So yeah, I'd be interested in it, but if it's like the whole game, it can be played co-op. I maybe would rather play it by myself first, and then play it co-op later. Yeah, I don't see any point to walk into the Akashic zone here. That was an item there, though. Oh, I'm still low health. Surely that won't cause any problems.
We've got company.
Lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
What do you mean this guy's name is the Innkeeper? Why is he the Innkeeper? Okay. Did we kill all the other guys? I don't even know if Jill and Torgal dealt with them or not.
Let's try.
That has so much health. Hello? Didn't seem like there was a goal. Yeah, I just don't know enough about the whole thing. Like, I don't know how the game is even laid out.
Seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
If it's just like a sandbox of like cool loot and new mechanics, I mean, maybe it could be fun for a little bit, but not exactly sure. Because it looked like, from my perception, that it had to be like an entirely different engine, essentially, or at least different mechanics, because there was like aerial attacks and stuff like that. So
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name.
wait, he calls himself
indeed.
Wyvern now?
Well,
Back from the beginning of the game?
Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it.
That seems horribly
How do they
ineffective.
hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Well, that
Pardon the
surely
intrusion,
makes it
my
easier.
lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
Oh no!
Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Just had to be Byron.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Okay. Let's see if we can finish up the quest at Martha's Rest before we go back to the hideout. Because, like, the quest at Northreach was super short. Or at least it felt a lot shorter. This one took a little bit longer because we had to, like, go back and forth and then do the acting in 2 different places and then go fight. Somehow I feel like Martha's should be pretty short and not that many complications, but who knows? Okay. We just going in,
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Jeez, he is... Well, Torgal knows healing spells.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Yeah, this one seems the most straightforward. She's like, go, fight them. You don't need to ask around to figure out where they are, just go beat them up.
More.
There's a quest around here, too. This thing we gotta go slay. We'll see where we're at after we actually do this fight.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not.
Maybe we can even give the Star Ruby to Martha.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Alright. Give me something to dodge. Okay. There's a dodge. There's another dodge. And we already have it. I mean, it's decently fast if you can just get, like, 2 dodges. Although all this stuff seems to create a lot of particle effects that lag the game. Oh, is that the bombs over there that we're supposed to kill? Suppose we'll keep that in mind and see if we can... What even hit me? I shouldn't have used this on just one guy. I thought there was more back there in the distance. Oh, it was the last guy anyways. That's fine.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Is it really gonna teleport me away from the bombs? That's annoying.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Oh, I guess there is a little bit more to this quest then. The lift, right? Just over there.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
I like how we walk up and they're just like completely on their own, no enemies at all.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
A turtle?
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
I guess the last zone didn't have a boss fight, so this will be the
With
boss
us, Sir
fight.
Wade.
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Did he just cancel my thing? Shoot another one. See what happens. Wait, what? Why did it just stop? That was weird. It's like something eventually you just like hit his shell and it bounces you off or something. Dang it. I was trying to dodge that attack that was intended for someone else. Oh, jeez. You're not supposed to tank it, Sir Wade. Can he stop spamming this attack? Again, it's just this enemy, I guess. Eventually it cancels your attacks on him, even if he's staggered. Oh. I dodged the attack instead of shooting it back.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Wait, is there even any point to go to Eastpool? Isn't Eastpool like completely destroyed? I thought they destroyed Eastpool and killed everyone in it. Is that not what happened? So, I saw there were some bombs here. I don't know if those are the bombs I'm looking for. But it might be a good idea to go fight them just in case they are.
Dogs. A lot of them.
And then we'll probably wrap up the episode there because it seems like we got to go to Eastpool, and if we're going to Eastpool, then we might as well go here, do this quest, and yeah. The definitive PC version of the game.
They've abandoned us,
Is there a definitive version of this game? I don't even know if there is a definitive version.
Faster.
The game's not even that old. I mean, I guess it's like almost a year old. Could maybe have a definitive edition. This doesn't seem like the bombs I'm looking for. So let's leave. These guys aren't though. They're not the droids we're looking for. PC, I don't think that's true, because when I bought the game, there was no option to buy it with the 2 DLCs.
Back to the stables, girl.
Unless that's changed in the last... I guess I bought it around Thanksgiving. Or I just didn't see that there was another version, but usually on Steam you can always see all the versions. So yeah, since we didn't have to fight anything there, I guess we can go at least finish Martha's part of the quest here. Or we could at least do another part. There are a lot of you, huh?
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
But anyways, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's the definitive version. I guess what it comes down to is I don't have the DLCs yet. I don't know. It doesn't sound like both of them are worth playing. So maybe I'll play one of them, but probably not in videos. Doesn't seem like people like to watch this game too much. Oh, that one's dead.
Something's coming.
Okay.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Yeah, the DLC definitely was not included with what I have. Uh-oh. We get to fight another boss, huh? Could I just do like a level 1 Mega Player, maybe? This seems to be working pretty well. Oh, I forgot to turn off limit break. Dang it! And then I got hit because I was too focused on... And then I didn't do that correctly. Quickly! Get him slightly weaker. Oh, come on, he's almost dead.
Enough. Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
A bounty
What did you find
taken
out there?
down?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
What the heck? Oh. I thought I've never seen a golden item before. I thought it was gonna be like a cool piece of gear, but it's just a thing to put in Clive's office. Wah wah.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
I don't think we're looking for any squires right
That
now.
shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield.
Are you calling Sir Wade unworthy?
Guardians are, I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
What's he supposed to learn from me? Can he do magic?
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
What does a squire mean for us? Does he fight with us now? I just don't know how long this quest is gonna take, but let's go do it. I want to just finish up everything in this area so we can go back to the hideout.
And some of your numbers served as shields, did they? You're a devil.
I didn't mean to talk to that guy. Also, green sheaves. Isn't there supposed to be? Isn't the giant Minotaur dude that we're looking for somewhere around here? He's like an old target that we never found. Is this guy? That's him? He was right here? Oh, okay. The game hasn't even stopped lagging since the fight started. Yeah, I mean, I can't dodge because the game was frozen. That's very cool. Okay, yup. Apparently my move didn't hit, but his did. Oh, this is not gonna break his stamina. Oh, the dodge actually worked that time. That's great news. Oh, he's so close. There we go. Oh, this is where he does the spinny thing. I can't get it. I can't see anything. Okay, this combo, though, that does a lot of stagger damage. Hello. I can't see anything again? Why is the game... Maybe it's Bahamut that is lagging the game so badly? Because this is the first time the game has ever acted like this. Dodge! Didn't dodge anything. This guy does have a material that I need for something. I doubt it's hamburgers, though. That didn't do enough? Would you hurry up and stagger? Like, this is crazy. Jeez. Okay. He just died to incidental damage. Well, that was not very cleanly fought at all. Yeah, we needed that Minotaur main for something, I think. But we've probably already outscaled that at this point, so it's likely not even relevant.
Come on.
Alright, let's go do this quest. And then we'll probably call it there. Excuse me. Oh, there's another stone. Should I talk to the stone really quick? I don't know if talking to the... Oh, do I really have to kill you? I haven't really figured out how these stones work. I don't want to do the trial, because the trials are boring, but I'm hoping that just like touching them maybe makes them available at the hideout.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Am I going the right way? Yes. A Minotaur. I mean, I guess the other thing that's new is like all the Akashic stuff everywhere. Could be causing the game to mess up.
See my just place.
What am I supposed to be doing here? Slay elder antelopes. Alright, for Torgal meat.
Bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Oh, he did a dash attack right then and dodged me? That's crazy.
You're finished.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Oh, it was for the bones, not the meat, right?
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Okay, so I think, because we still can't deliver the Star Ruby to Martha, and the other stuff requires us to go back. So we'll go ahead and teleport back. We might as well turn in the quests in the next episode, because this loading screen might take a little bit. We need to turn in the main, or at least talk to Otto for the main quest, and then we need to speak to Blackthorn, and we need to speak to Karen for side quests, and then we'll see where we're going from there. Maybe Joshua or Dion is awake by now. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. We made some more story progress, and we even found that one guy, the one notorious Mark that for some reason I couldn't find before. But hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.